Alright, hello citizens of the Nigelverse. It is Nigel here once again, and this is going to be the last Royal Rumble review I do for the month of January, and we are going out kind of how we began, sort of, how WWF began. You know what I mean. We're looking at the 1988 Royal Rumble match, the first ever, kind of, Royal Rumble match. The reason I say kinda is because they did do a trial run of the Royal Rumble. They did like a Royal Rumble match, but it wasn't televised. It was in front of a house show. That match was won by the One Man Gang, which ironically, the One Man Gang, the runner-up for the Royal Rumble we're going to look at here. Unfortunately, this Royal Rumble that was done at the house show wasn't received as well. But thankfully, they tried it again with the Royal Rumble match here in 1988. The first one to be on television. This was actually a special that aired on the USA Network. The first pay-per-view Royal Rumble match wouldn't take place until the next year, 1989. Plus, I believe that was the first, also 30-man Royal Rumble. This one that we're going to review is only a 20-man, but then there was the 30-man, and then it was on pay-per-view, and then, as they say, the rest is history. But for starters, I'm not a professional wrestling reviewer or analyst, just a man who enjoys a good time. And for the most part, I had an okay time with this match. This match, not really for a world title shot, that wouldn't come till later. But this is just for personal pride. It's more so to say that you won the Royal Rumble match. I don't think the world title opportunity would be on the line in a Royal Rumble match until 1990, if I'm not mistaken. Let me know in the comments if you know for sure or when that was. I believe it was 1990, the year Hulk Hogan won. Gee, I wonder. But as for this match, for those of you who have seen these reviews before, you kind of already know how this works. I'm going to be talking about what I liked and what I disliked about the match. And what I liked is there's the 20 men in the Royal Rumble, but there was a 2-minute interval, so it helps stretch out to feel like a regular length Royal Rumble match. And there was some notable names in here. So there's like the Ultimate Warrior and Jake the Snake Roberts, which Jake the Snake a lot of people cheered for. And there was other talent in here as well, such as like Bret Hart, Junkyard Dog, Hacksaw Jim Duggan, who would go on to win the Rumble, One Man Gang, etc. So some pretty decent talent in here, and the fans seem to be into it for the most part. And of course, or some brawling and stuff of the first man out. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, was Butch Reed, which kind of sucks, but they got him out early. There were some tag teams in here, but they all like spent the match working together, like, or either that or they didn't see each other. Like I believe both a Strike Force, only Tio Santana Strike Force was in. Never mind, but the Killer Bees were in, the Hart Foundation was in, so tag teams like that were in the Rumble. They kind of helped each other out, which something that would be a staple. But of course, it's every man for himself in the Rumble match. You had Vince McMahon and Jesse, the Body Ventura, on commentary. They were kind of just there. Jesse Ventura doing more like heel stuff, Vince McMahon being more the straight man and everything. And a good neat bit of foreshadowing. Vince McMahon talking about the Rumble, saying, "I wouldn't want to be in there." And about 11 years later, Vince McMahon not only would be in the Rumble match, but he'd go on to win the Rumble. Yeah, I'm being serious right now. Vince McMahon won his own Royal Rumble. God love it. I love, but also hate wrestling sometimes. But in terms of what I didn't really like about the match, for starters, 1 and 2 didn't really get an entrance, which kind of sucked. The music didn't play for the other entrance, which also kind of sucked. It's not like the audio cut or anything. They just kind of walked out to the ring, or ran out to the ring, I should say. Which which how is how it was for a while. Well, and then they slowly incorporated the music into the entrances and things like that. Some of the action was a little bit, and some of it was a little too punch heavy at times, and then of course they had the traditional Rumble spot at the end, where once number 30 comes in, then a whole bunch of people will go out and everything. But but other than that, for the historical footnote, we look at the 1988 Royal Rumble, and I'm glad I got to watch it to see how it pretty much all began. And thankfully, even though it wasn't received well at first in the house show, thankfully they stuck with it. And like I said, now the rest is history. Now the Royal Rumble, one of my favorite events of the year, seeing a lot of legends be made and stuff in the Rumble match, and all stemmed from here. But nevertheless, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please do me a favor: like, comment, subscribe, share it with your friends, turn on post notifications so you know every time I upload a video, so you can see as soon as it drops. Let me know in the comments below your reaction to the Rumble match and my review of it. Did you like, dislike either one? And also, if you have any match recommendations, let me know in the comments. But thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you guys later.